Arizona Cardinals versus Los Angeles Rams reaction video. My Cardinals versus Rams instant reaction in a word, unstoppable. I'm talking about Kyler Murray. Now, his stat line wasn't even that astronomical compared to what he does, but man, I had been saying this for, maybe even a year now. He's a faster version of Russell Wilson. He's better at this stage of his career than Russell Wilson was at that stage in his career. Kyler Murray, if he can keep it going, stay in this system, keep this good offensive personnel around, future Hall of Famer. He's excellent. First, before I get rolling in the stats for everybody and in the my predictions and what came true and whatnot, everybody comment below. Cardinals fans, tell me what went right. Rams fans, tell me what went wrong. Cardinals fans, I got to be honest with you. When the power rankings come out this week, they're either number 1 or number 2. I don't know what I'm going to do. Give me your argument. Why should I put them at number 2? Let's take a look at what I projected. My personal score, my pick was the Cardinals 27, the Rams 33. Obviously, I was wrong. Computer projections, the Cardinals win 33, where the Rams 31, and the Rams were favored by 4.5 going into this game. So I know I got a pretty good turnout from both Rams fans and Cardinals fans. Obviously, the Rams picked the Rams, then the Cardinals fans picked the Cardinals, but I was wrong. I thought that the Rams defense, I thought they were going to do a much better job of not necessarily stopping Kyler Murray, because I truly don't think he is stoppable as we look at the Arizona stats. And when you're talking about 2 touchdown passes, that's pretty reasonable. I think that's probably the floor on Kyler Murray for most games. But then you look at the run game. This is kind of what surprised me. And I know that the Cardinals can run. Don't get me wrong. Like, a lot of people think that the Cardinals are a throw-only team. I don't think that. I know that the Cardinals can run. They're one of these teams, in my opinion, that they pass to set up the run, but they get running yardage in big chunks. And people are always, to me, a little surprised when they see kind of the stats at the end of the year and see just how much that the Cardinals ran. But they do. And they get him sneakily because Kyler Murray is just so dynamic. And it also, by the way, helps that Kyler Murray runs for some yardage himself. But you see Chase Edmonds, 12 carries, 120 yards, no touchdowns. I have Chase Edmonds on fantasy teams. Drives me crazy because James Conner, who I think is a little bit underrated in his own right, 18 carries, 50 yards. That amazing 2.8 yards per carry. Goodness gracious. But he snakes the touchdowns away from Chase Edmonds. Imagine if Edmonds was getting the touchdowns, guys. I think this is the second game in a row Connor gets 2 touchdowns. It drives me crazy. Kyler Murray, 6 carries for 39 yards. But again, he just controls the game. The Rams, I think they were penetrating the backfield fine. I think their pass rush is fine. It's just, I don't know how you tackle the guy. He's just so quick. He's like a joystick. It's just like he changes direction so quickly. It's incredible, Kyler Murray I'm talking about. Receiving for the Arizona Cardinals, A.J. Green opened the game with the touchdown. I think he got the first one anyway. 5 receptions, 67 yards, and a touchdown. But this goes to show you how good that this Cardinals team is, and especially their receivers. 2 players, 67 yards, 67 yards. Now, if you looked at like the Houston Texans stats from today, I think their leading receiver had 47 yards, and then the second receiver had like 15 yards. That's a bad day. For the Cardinals, this is indicative of just how much they spread it around. 67 yards for Green, 67 yards for Hopkins. Max Williams kind of comes out of nowhere. You see what the Rams were trying to do. They're trying to control the middle of the field, shut down a little bit Christian Kirk, who actually had a really nice projection on, shut down DeAndre Hopkins or lock up. I think Ramsey, I don't know if he was on him the whole game. Ramsey on DeAndre Hopkins and this and that. Rondale Moore didn't really go nuts today. He had 2 carries and then 3 receptions. So kind of a paltry day for him. The Rams, I thought their game plan was fine. It's just that the Cardinals are that good, and I'm really impressed by what the Cardinals are doing this year. They're not a flash in the pan. Last year they started strong, kind of wavered throughout towards the end of the season, and I think that was indicative of kind of easy schedule towards tough schedule as you started the year and ended the year. This year, they're for real, everybody. They are for real. The Rams, their stats, meanwhile, Matthew Stafford, 40 run passing attempts, 26 completions, 280 yards, 2 touchdowns, and interception. Darrell Henderson, 14 carries, 89 yards. And you got Sony Michel, I think he had a fumble as well, 3 carries and 11 yards. You look at the receiving game. This is the story of the game. I wasn't sure that the Arizona Cardinals defense was going to be able to shut down Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods. Now, obviously, Van Jefferson gets 7 receptions, 104 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That, believe me, the Cardinals would take that. I mean, obviously, you don't want to give up the 2 touchdowns. The Cardinals would take that, though, because Cooper Kupp gets 5 receptions, 64 yards, no touchdowns. By the way, I didn't see, did he end up leaving the game with a concussion? Because he looked concussed to me at some point. Rams fans, comment below. Tyler Higbee, 4 receptions, 36 yards, no touchdowns. Robert Woods, 3 receptions, 34 yards, no touchdowns. Darrell Henderson, 5 receptions, 27 yards, no touchdown. Just nothing doing. I thought the Cardinals were going to give up more points. The Cardinals defense showed up today. Now, I do not know. I think this is the best game that I've seen the Cardinals defense play, and I know that the defense is underrated, Cardinals fans. Don't get all defensive on me. I know that the Cardinals have some game, but just across the board, they played a fantastic game. So you got to tip your hat. You got to give credit where credit is due. Once again, I was wrong. I picked the Rams to win this game outright. I actually picked the Rams to cover the spread. My computer projections beat me again. I've been foiled. But Rams fans, Cardinals fans, comment below again. Cardinals fans, what went right? Why Cardinals, when they meet again, why are you going to win that game at home? Rams fans, tell me why you're going to avenge this loss when you visit the Cardinals later in the season. Thanks, everybody. We'll be back with some more reaction soon. Catch you then.